Good morning, afternoon, evening, middle of the night, whenever you decided to tune in. Welcome to Lisa Upside Down. My name is Lisa, and today we're going to be doing a little bit of a Vinyasa flow. Today's flow is focused primarily on shoulders and chest, as well as a little bit of hip opening towards the end of class. Yesterday we did an extremely intense push-up challenge in my Tone and Tighten class, and I'm a little sore, so I'm going to be scratching my own itch today, making sure that I am loose, as well as my fellow Zoomians over there. Hi guys! That being said, if it looks like I'm staring intensely into the camera, into your soul, I am not. I am actually checking right below you where my computer screen is, looking at my Zoom class, making sure everybody stays safe. Safety is my number one priority, and I am not there to supervise you. So please, above everything else, listen to your body. If you know your modifications, please take them. If you are not comfortable with anything that we are doing, please stop and make sure you're safe. You might want to grab some water, maybe some blocks and a strap if you like to have those close, if you have those items. If you don't worry about it. We don't need any props today, but they're nice to have if you'd like them. This class is suited best for beginner intermediates, but anybody is welcome to come and play. When you guys are ready, we're going to start in the Sukhasana position. Start to roll your shoulders back, get yourself ready for a great class. And close your eyes. Your palms can be down on your knees. Your palms can be up if you're looking for a little bit of love and light this morning. With your eyes closed, start to tap into your spine. Try to set your alignment so that you have that nice, long spine, nice straight spine, all the way from your tailbone to the crown of your head. Roll your shoulders back. And think of the alignment of your pelvic bone. So if you have that nice forward anterior tilt, your spine is not going to be all the way straight. You want to make sure you're sitting with that nice neutral spine, pulling your pelvis back. Breathing normally. Nice big deep inhales in. Letting it go. Big, long, deep inhale in. And let it go. Next inhale. Try to inhale for a count of 4. Whatever that looks like in your lungs. Once you get to the top, hold that breath just for a moment. And start to exhale for a count of 6, elongating your exhales past your inhale, letting out all that air. And let your belly go. Don't try to suck it in, hold it in. We're not impressing anybody. And as you inhale, you push all of that air in, pushing your diaphragm down, belly coming out. And as you exhale, start to contract that belly, pushing all that air in, up through your diaphragm, out your lungs. Deep inhale in. Let that belly go. Exhaling out for that 6 count. Next big deep inhale, bring those fingertips all the way up to the ceiling, slowly grabbing all the love and the light in the room and through Zoom. Exhaling, cactusing those elbows back. Pay attention to your pelvis one more time, making sure that you're not forward. You want that nice neutral pelvis. Nice big deep inhale, bring those fingertips all the way back up to the ceiling. Finding that range of motion in your shoulders. Exhale, cactusing those elbows back and down. Letting out all that air. Inhaling for that nice 4 count, grabbing all the love and the light. And exhaling those elbows down for 6, making it your own count. Elbows get down to their final destination. at 6. Good. One more time. Nice big deep inhale. Grabbing all love and light. Exhaling all the way down, opening up that chest, keeping in mind your neutral pelvis. Good. And release those arms all the way back, grabbing all 10 fingers together, pulling that chest open, letting that throat open up, collarbone to the ceiling. Start to maybe rock your torso from side to side. Just opening up those shoulders, maybe give it a nice little tiny twist. And then slowly start to bring your torso down towards that right thigh. Bringing those arms up above your head, behind you, to the ceiling. Opening up your left lower back. Nice big deep inhale in. And as you exhale, start to move your body slowly from the right thigh to the left. Hands above your head, behind you. Just opening up that right side back. Good. Next, nice big deep inhale will take you all the way back up. Good. One more time, grabbing love and light in your fingertips. Exhaling back to that cactus pose. And starting to take your body all the way over to that right side. Right elbow comes to the ground, or if it's a little far for right now, you can bring that hand to the ground. Left hand comes up and over to that right side, trying to grab onto that right wall. Really pulling those fingertips and feeling that stretch all the way from your fingertips down to your hip bone. Just breathing normally. Finding that stretch. Maybe your arm comes down a little bit. Maybe that's a little intense. You want to release a little, taking those fingertips all the way up to the ceiling. Next big deep inhale, we'll take that left arm all the way up and over to the left side. Right arm follows, coming up and over, stretching those right fingertips all the way to that left wall. Steadying your breathing. Finding what feels good in that stretch for you on that right side. Next big deep inhale, you come all the way up and over to that right side. Exhaling down, settling into this posture. And for your next inhale, you come back up and over to the left. Exhale down. Inhale up and over. And exhale down. Using your own breath, using that 4 count in, 6 count out. Take a couple for yourself. Maybe you have one more all the way up and over to the left. And one last one to the right. Good. Slowly bringing those fingertips all the way to the front and giving your lower back a nice stretch. So you want to pelvic tilt back. So posterior pelvic tilt, bringing those fingertips over the front of you. Starting to walk those fingertips all the way out, stretching those shoulders. Good. Slowly from this position, you're just going to roll over those knees, taking you into a tabletop position. Start creeping into that tabletop. And find your alignment in tabletop. So find where your shoulders are directly over the heels of your hands. Look down at those beautiful hands of yours. And turn your fingers into star tips. Giving each finger its own space. And take a look at your knees and make sure that your knees are directly under your hip bones. You have that nice straight line. Nice big deep inhale. Take the tailbone all the way up to the ceiling and the crown of your head over to the tailbone. I didn't realize my abs were sore until this very moment. Nice big deep inhale in, counting to 4 or beyond. And as you exhale, you're going to take that tailbone down to the ground, shoot your mid-back all the way up to the ceiling, rounding out that back, exhaling out all of that air in that cat position. Next deep inhale will take you back into cow. Really pulling on the mat towards your knees. You want to push that chest forward, tailbone up to the ceiling, crown of your head to your tailbone. And exhaling, rounding that back out, really pushing, letting your shoulder blades drip down the sides of your back. Maybe one more nice big deep pull of air into an inhale. Exhale out in that cat position. And then find your neutral spine in that tabletop. Good. This is a shoulder class because I am sore as hell. So take that one hand to the side of your mat, other hand to the other side of your mat. Good. You got that nice wide arms. You're going to slowly dip each shoulder down one by one, pulling your shoulders down towards the ground. You're stretching the inner shoulder. Nice big deep inhale in through center and exhaling. Opposite shoulder down to the mat. Inhaling in through center. Exhaling down. Taking that elbow to the back of the room behind you. Maybe it's up to the ceiling. Maybe it's to the back of the room. Find what feels best in your shoulder. Maybe try to move around a little bit. Using this as a nice little breathing exercise. Inhaling through center, exhale that shoulder down. One more time. Inhaling through center, taking that shoulder down. And then coming back and finding that tabletop position, moving your hands in so that they're directly under those shoulders. Now my tabletops go two ways. You can either use it more in the spine with your knees directly under those hips, or you can take your knees out nice and wide and kind of like a wide leg child's pose setup. Taking that right hand all the way up to the ceiling. Right hand swoops under that left armpit. Left hand comes all the way up. Maybe it finds the ceiling. Maybe your left hand can come back to the right side of the room. And maybe that left hand can find your right hip flexor. Pulling that left shoulder down away from your ear. Just letting your head be on the mat. Good. Slowly reversing out of it, taking those left fingertips up to the ceiling, back down to the mat. Giving that one nice little stretch with that right arm before placing it back down as well. Left hand comes all the way up and swoops under your right. Right hand comes up. Maybe it finds the left side of the room. Maybe it finds your left hip flexor. Hip. Good. Slowly reversing out of it, taking those right fingertips back up to the ceiling, back down to the mat, giving yourself that one small last stretch with that left side, and bringing your knees back in if they were out, finding that tabletop position, and slowly coming forward and lowering yourself down into prone. I told you this was a shoulders class, and my shoulders hurt, so we're going to take it out to a T. Looking at both arms, from shoulder to fingertip, making sure you're out nice and straight. Straight line from your shoulder to your fingertips. Using your left hand, so to push yourself up and over, you're going to roll over that right arm. Taking that shoulder back. This is a little intense, you don't have to go very far. You can go all the way from just pushing a little bit to a full bind, grabbing all 10 fingers behind you, knees up towards the ceiling, shoulders down away from your ears, elongating your neck. A nice big deep inhale in here. And as you exhale, bring yourself back into that airplane position. Okay, take it over to the other side, pushing your way on to that left arm, using your right hand. You can stop right here, or you can take it all the way, binding those hands behind you, taking those knees all the way up to the ceiling, letting that head hang. Just letting the openness of your chest radiate towards the right side of the room. Nice big deep inhale in. And as you exhale, unwind yourself back. Chest on the floor. Good. Take those fingertips directly under those armpits. And start to slowly push your way back onto your knees, finding that Virasana. Sitting down, grabbing love and light. Fingertips all the way up to the ceiling. Taking that right arm down in front of you. Left elbow comes in the crook of that right arm. Bringing both hands together, finding that eagle pose. Taking those elbows down to your tummy, to your belly button, and then out to the right. Taking that little twist to the right. Stretching the back shoulder on the left side. Good. Release back into center. Let those arms go and come all the way back up, grabbing love and light on the way. Fingertips to the ceiling. Left arm comes down, right comes in the crook of your left. Bring those elbows down, shoulders down, and forward. Take your spin over to the left side of the room. Make sure your shoulders are down. If this is what your eagle looks like today, that's okay too. You don't have to go for a full rattlesnake twist up here. It's okay. Okay, coming back into center. Let those arms go, grab love and light. Nice big deep inhale in. Cactuses, elbows back. Watch your pelvic tilt. Make sure it's neutral. Bring those hands down to the ground. Tuck your toes behind you. Take those hips all the way up into your first down dog of the day. Walk it out, left, right, left. And you take those heels one at a time all the way down to the ground, whatever feels good. With that nice little twist. Maybe you twist opening up your obliques. Tucking in that core. Pushing the mat away through the heels of your hands. And you have that slight turn, biceps forward, creating more room and space in your shoulders. So see the difference between right here and right here. You have more room once you turn those elbows down to the ground, biceps up towards the ceiling. Walking it out in that down dog. Take a slight bend in your knees, hop, skip, jump, or step 1 foot at a time to the top of your mat. Find that Uttanasana, forward fold. And slowly rise up, stacking 1 vertebra at a time on top of each other, all the way until you make it to Tadasana. Crown of your head is the last thing to come to the ceiling. Rolling those shoulders back, palms forward, creating space in your chest and your heart. Nice big deep inhale in, grabbing love and light. Exhale, cactuses, elbows back. Same idea. Make sure you don't have that nice little pelvic tilt. Your neutral spine, neutral pelvis. Nice big deep inhale, grab love and light. Grab it into your hands and take it down with you as you forward fold all the way down. Uttanasana. Inhale, lifting up halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Nice straight spine. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Hop, skip, jump, or step 1 foot at a time back into your plank position. Great, coming forward on your toes ever so slightly and exhaling down, finding that chaturanga. Inhale, oh that sucked. Lifting into cobra or up dog. Exhale those hips, back up into your down dog. Slight bend in your knees, hop, skip, jump, or step 1 foot at a time all the way to the top of your mat. Find your forward fold. And slowly stack 1 vertebra at a time on top of each other until you land into Tadasana. Rolling those shoulders back, palms forward, creating space in your chest. Grab love and light. Nice big deep inhale in. Exhale. Cactuses, elbows back. Open that chest. Nice big deep inhale. Grab love and light. Forward fold all the way down. Passing that love and light through your own heart center. Finding Uttanasana. Inhale, lifting up halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale. Hands find your mat. Hop, skip, jump, or step. 1 foot at a time. Back into your plank position. Coming forward ever so slightly on those toes and down on that exhale. Chaturanga. Inhale up. Cobra or up dog. And exhale. Back down to that down dog. Thank you. Being comfortable in this down dog, lift up that right leg, right foot all the way up to the sky. And I know it feels good to open up that hip, so do it. Bending out that right knee. Maybe you circle out your ankle, circle out your hip, getting comfortable, exploring what feels good in this moment. And when you get it all out of your system, give me that good form in a 3-legged down dog. Bring your hips closed, hips are square to the mat, right foot towards the back wall. On your next big deep inhale, you're gonna bring that right knee to your nose, and you're gonna exhale that right foot in between your hands. Just taking those fingertips up to the ceiling, finding your crescent pose. Good. Now spiraling that back heel down, a 45-degree angle, finding your warrior one. Good. Nice big deep inhale in this warrior one. And as you exhale, bring those fingertips all the way behind you, grabbing all 10 fingers behind your back. You want to make sure you have this nice posture, nice alignment. Your front knee is directly over that ankle. And open up your chest. Open up your throat. Let your head hang. Find your balance. Find your focus. Start to open up that chest even more. Making sure not to collapse in that lower back. Good. And as you're back here, make sure that front knee stays over that ankle. You didn't creep up a little bit. Okay, it's good. Waiting for me to speak. Waiting for me to take you out of this. Me too. Nice big deep inhale. We'll take your chest all the way up into the inside of that right thigh, humbling out your warrior one. Taking those shoulders for a ride upside down to the instep of that right leg. And make sure when you are humbling out that that leg is to the outside of your rib cage and it's not break time. You're correctly or directly right on it. Finding this humble warrior. Good. Next big deep inhale will take you back up into that warrior one. Fingertips come all the way up to the ceiling. Perfect. Slight bend in that back left knee. All the tension into that right leg. You're going to slowly find your way into that warrior three. Make sure those hips are closed. They're not open. An indication will be your back left toes. Your back left toes should be towards the floor, heel to the back of the room. Fingertips out in front of you. Or if this is more comfortable, heart center. Or even behind you. Finding that nice warrior three. Okay. Slowly bring those fingertips to the ground. Left heel to the ceiling. We're not hanging out here long, don't worry. Find that standing split just for a moment. Bring those toes up to the ceiling. Slight bend in your right knee. Start to bring your left knee down. Left foot lands right next to your right. And a nice forward fold. Slowly roll yourself up into Tadasana. Rolling those shoulders back. Grab love and light. Nice big deep inhale in. Exhale, pass yourself all the way down into Uttanasana. Inhale, lifting up halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, all the way down. Hands find the mat, hop, skip, jump, or step. Back into that plank position. Take it down, Chaturanga. Inhale, Cobra Up Dog. And finally, exhale back into that down dog. Left leg rises all the way to the ceiling. And I know it feels good. Open it up. Roll out that ankle. Roll out that hip. Whatever you need to do to get all the wiggles out of that side. Exploring what you're working with on the left. And when you're ready, square out your hips to the ground. Take that left heel to the back of the room. Good. Next deep inhale, we'll take that left knee to your nose. And exhale that left foot all the way down in between your hands. Take those fingertips all the way up to the ceiling. Pay attention to that back heel in that crescent pose and take it down. Find that 45-degree angle and find your warrior one. If it's a little intense for your ankles or for your balance, you can move it aside. So you don't have to be in one line. You're not on a balance beam. It's okay. You can move yourself out to train tracks. All right? Find your balance, especially since you know where we're going with this. We're taking it down. Let's take that back bend first. Fingertips all the way up. And then slowly bring them back behind your back, grabbing all 10 fingers behind you into that warrior one, opening your chest to the ceiling, making sure that you didn't sneak up out of that front knee, front thigh. Try to normalize your breathing. Make sure you're down nice and low in that front knee. Good. Next big deep inhale will come up and humble out that warrior, taking your torso to the inside of that left leg. Letting that head hang, imagining all the BS that you've been carrying around with you, dumping out the crown of your head onto your mat. You could sweep it up later. For now, you don't need it. Make sure you're not taking a break on that thigh. Deep in this humble warrior. Good. Slowly inhale your way back up into that warrior one. Fingertips come all the way to the ceiling. Make some adjustments if you need to. Slight bend in that back right leg. All the tension in your left. And slowly kick your way up. Warrior three. Same thing with the hands. Fingertips can come to the front wall, heart center, or back as if you're flying. Foot is flexed. 5 toes of that right foot are all the way down to the mat. Hips are closed, square to the ground. Heel kicking that back right wall. Beautiful. And slowly take those fingertips down to the ground, kicking that right foot all the way up to the ceiling, finding your standing split. We're not hanging here too long. Good. Slowly bend your left knee to start taking your right knee down to the ground, right next to your left. Find that Uttanasana forward fold. Heel toe use feet so that they're hip distance apart. Grab opposite elbows. Bend both knees. Find that ragdoll position. And just let it go. Swing it from side to side. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. Let the drama fall out. Good. And as you're rocking, start to bring those forearms so that they're parallel with your right foot. Taking yourself all the way over to that right side. Knees can be bent. Might be a little comfortable if that right one's a little straighter. Your left one can be bent. Slowly inhaling your way up into a windmill. You're going to land on the other side on the left. So come up. Nice big deep inhale in. Find that Tadasana, holding those elbows. And taking yourself down to the left. You're now parallel with that left foot. Find that nice stretch in your hamstring here. Next breath, you're going to go back over to the right side. Nice big deep inhale in. Bring that torso up. Finding the center. And back down to the right. Good. A little faster now that you know what we're doing. Come on up. Nice big deep inhale in. And exhale down to the left. And one last time. Nice big deep inhale in from the left. All the way up and over. To the right. Good. Bring yourself back into center. Hands come all the way back down to the mat. Deep inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Straighten out that spine. Take that deep breath in. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Hop, skip, jump, or step back into that plank position. And take your exhale in that chaturanga all the way down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale. Find that down dog. If you need a water break, you can. If you're okay, we're going to keep moving. You can catch up. It's no problem. Right leg rises all the way up. Bring that right knee to your nose. Land that right foot in between your hands. Cartwheel those arms. Find that warrior two. Wacha. All right. If you don't hit it like the warrior god or goddess you are, wiggle around and find it. Your alignment should be front knee directly over that front heel. You need to have that leg coming straight into that pelvic bone. No tilting, interior, anterior. Okay? Find that warrior two. Nice big deep inhale. Bring that front right palm up. And exhale. We'll take you back into that exalted warrior. Good. Should be leading with your pinky finger. Gaze is up at the ceiling. Your backhand can either be sliding down that back leg, or you can hook it into your right hip crease. Nice big deep inhale. I'll take you back into warrior two. And your next exhale will take you to extended side angle. Now that front right elbow can come and sit on that front right leg, or you can bring it down, fingertips to the instep of that right foot. What you do want is that straight line all the way from your fingertips to the heel of your foot. So not here, but here. That extended side angle. Deep inhale in. We'll take you back up into warrior two. Exhale out. Inhale that front right palm up. And exhale, find that exalted warrior. Make sure you're in between two panes of glass. So you want that shoulder reaching. If that hand doesn't go back to the left, then sit up a little bit. Don't compromise form for reach. And deep inhale, taking you back into that warrior two. Exhale, let it go. Inhale all the way back up. Puff your chest and take yourself into that extended side angle. For this version of extended side angle, your fingertips can go all the way down. Or if you want to take it into that bind, you can sneak that right hand under that right thigh and bind. Good. For fun, if you'd like to, you can straighten out that front right leg. Whoop. And take yourself down, stretching out those hamstrings. As this is not a hamstring class, this might not be the best idea if you have tight hamstrings. Taking yourself back into that bind if you've bound yourself, bending out that leg, finding that extended side angle. Good. Inhaling your way back up into that warrior two. Exhale, let it go. And cartwheel those hands down to frame out that right foot. Kicking that right leg all the way back, finding that three-legged down dog just for a moment before placing it back down on the mat, coming forward into that plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, find that down dog. Left leg rises up. Take that left knee to your nose, landing that left foot in between your hands. And cartwheel your way up. Bam, warrior two, other side. Good. Find your alignment. Make sure you're not all wonky. Get all those wiggles out. Inhale that front left hand up. And exhale your way down. Exalted warrior. Leading with that pinky. Make sure you're down deep in this front leg. Good. Gaze to the ceiling. In between those two panes of glass. Next inhale will bring you back into that warrior two. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, new fresh air. And then exhale your way down into that extended side angle. And again, I'm not so concerned where this left arm is, if it's here or here. What I am looking for is these fingertips straight line all the way down to the heel of that back right foot. Okay. Good. Inhale your way back up, warrior two. Exhale, let it go. Good. Inhale that arm up, exalted warrior, and exhale, settle in to that exalted warrior. Beautiful. Think about where your pelvic bone is. If you're tilting, try to bring it back a little bit more neutral so you're not compressing those lower vertebrae. Down low in that front knee. Nice big deep inhale, take you back up into that warrior two. Exhale, let it go. Good. Inhale. And as you exhale, bring yourself back into that extended side angle on the left side. For this one, again, if you want to take that bind, you can sneak that left hand under. Open up your chest. Pull those shoulders away from your ears. And find that bound, extended side angle. And if you'd like to, for fun, you can straighten out that front leg. Give yourself a little bit of a different experience this morning. Still keeping the shoulders away from those ears. Good. Rebend that knee, taking you back into that bound position if you've chosen to take it. And then start to bring yourself back up into that extended side angle. Okay. Inhale back into that warrior two position. Let it go. Good. Inhale it in. Grab all the air, all the love and light, and take yourself into that runner's lunge just for a moment. Circling that left foot with your hands. Bring that left foot in to that three-legged down dog, and then finally finding your down dog. Walk it out left, right, right, left. One more for the road. Take that right leg all the way up. Find that three-legged down dog on the right. And then take that leg forward, finding your pigeon pose. I'm not going to walk you through it. Right knee to right wrist. Right ankle to left wrist. Finding that pigeon pose. All right. Just opening up the hips ever so slightly, getting out all the tension. And focus on the upper half all morning. So just sit up nice and tall. And look at your back knee. So if your back knee is out, rolled out, you need to sit it up so that your kneecap is hiding. If that's a lot, you can have a little help from your friends, the blocks. Sit on that block. Okay? Stick that hip on that block. Sometimes this helps. But find that nice, proud pigeon. Deep inhale in this position. And as you exhale, fold forward over that leg, taking that sleepy pigeon pose. You can rest on your elbows. Or if you want to continue the theme of a shoulder class, you can take those fingertips out in front of you, stretching out those shoulders. So you push your way back into a seated position, finding that pigeon. Check out your back left leg again. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to bend that back knee behind you. It's subtle. There you go. And you're now in deer pose. So you find this deer pose. Good. Sitting up nice and straight. You're going to turn towards that back leg. Maybe need a little help from your fingertips on the mat. Finding that back leg. And make sure you still have that right hip on the ground. Good. Walk those fingertips to the other side. Start to open up this groin muscle. this hip flexor in a little bit of a different way than a pigeon can do. Good. So to bring yourself back to the front of your mat, take that back left leg, straighten it back out, find your pigeon pose. Hands firmly on the mat, tuck that back left foot, bring yourself back up into that down dog. Walk it out, left, right, right, left. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. Get rid of whatever just happened, and lift that left leg into the air. Good, bring that left foot forward, landing yourself in that pigeon pose. Left knee to left wrist, left ankle to right wrist. And bring yourself back. Sit up nice and tall in that pigeon pose. Check out your back knee. Figure out what it's doing. Make sure that it's not creeping out the side. Shoulders back, chest forward. Nice big deep inhale in this proud pigeon pose. And then start to slowly fold over, taking that sleepy pigeon. Same idea, if you want to walk those fingertips forward, keeping the theme of the shoulder squats. Start to walk those hands back, finding the mat, taking that back leg, and bending it out. Finding that deer pose on the other side. You really want to tilt yourself so that your torso is directly straight up and down, crown of your head to your tailbone, and then start to slightly spin. And grab onto that left foot, push, finding openness in the groin. Shoulders down. Good. Release from that direction. Start to spin those fingertips over to that left side. Feel that openness in the hip flexor. Release yourself back to the front of your mat. Take that back right leg, straighten it out, finding your pigeon pose. Anchor those hands on the mat. Tuck that back right toe, and bring yourself back up, finding that down dog. Walk it out left, right, right, left. Slight bend in your knees. Hop, skip, jump, or step to the top of your mat. And take a seat all the way down. I did not start my watch today. I'm sorry. I hope you guys did, but I did not. All right, finding that Dandasana. Scoot your butt back. Okay. Yeah. There you go. Chest forward, leading with your open collarbone and your chin. Take that nice straight spine all the way down to that forward fold in Dandasana. And once you find that, then you can let your head go. Start to bring your torso all the way up and take that right heel with you. Oop. Take that right heel to the opposite side of that left leg. Left hand comes all the way up and hooks onto the outside of that right leg. Find your Marichyasana 3. If you would like to bend this front left knee, taking it the heel to your right glute, you can. You can keep it out straight. What I'm looking for is that nice straight spine. Plug that tailbone into the ground and make sure you have that nice line all the way up to the crown of your head. Good, and slowly release. If you bent your knee, bring that leg out straight. Take this leg back over to the opposite side. Don't slide that heel out quite yet. Take that right knee out to the right side and pull that heel in closer. Good. Find your Janu Shirshasana. Fingertips come all the way up to the ceiling and forward fold. Down towards that right. This is my left foot. Down towards your left foot. And slowly back yourself all the way up. Bring that right knee back to where it belongs. And the right heel all the way out straight. Take it to the other side. Pull that left heel in. And hop it over to the right side of your right knee. Right hand comes all the way up and hooks to the outside of that left leg. Find your Marichayasana 3. Again, if you bent your knee on the other side, you can bend it on this side. Just make sure that heel is towards your glute. Your foot is flexed. And taking yourself chest to the back of the room, to the left side, gaze over to the back side of the room. And then slowly release your way back so your torso is facing front. Kick that right foot back out. Left foot comes to the appropriate side, and then take that left knee all the way out to that left side wall. Janu Shirshasana. On the other side, fingertips come all the way up first. Take that nice straight spine over to that left leg, right leg. This is my right. Having a hard time. Bring your chest down. Slowly bring yourself all the way back up into that seated position. Take that left knee in and out forward. Fingertips come to the ceiling. Exhale, cactus back. One more time. Fingertips come all the way up. Grab love and light, inhale in. And exhale through cactus, don't stop. Take your fingertips all the way back behind each other. One more time, stretching out that chest. Using arms like a lever. Pull all the way up as if somebody behind you is pulling those arms up as you are sitting straight, tailbone to crown of head like a flagpole, and then start to slowly bend it over, taking that last forward fold. Good. Inhale your torso back up. Bring those fingertips all the way up to the ceiling. Right elbow down. And take your elephant fight. So just a straight arm coming all the way over to that right side. Nice little twist. Coming back into center. Grabbing onto that left elbow. Bring those shoulders up above you as if your torso is in between two panes of glass. You can take it over to that right side. Use your core. You don't have your legs like this to kind of tilt, right? So you gotta use your core. You're actively pushing your left rib cage to the left side of the room as you're taking your elbow and your arm to the right side. Good. Up you go. Come all the way back up. Left elbow down. Right comes into that left side. And that nice straight arm pulling towards the left. Back into center. Grab onto that right elbow and take it over to the left side. Straighten out that arm. Play around with extension. Feel what it feels like. Flex those feet. Make it an active dandasana of sorts. Good. And bring yourself back up. Shake it off, shake it off, shake it off, and find your back. All the way down. Grab onto your feet from the outside or inside. I've seen it both ways, and find your happy baby. Start to just rock and roll yourself around. Maybe you bring your feet all the way into your chest. Maybe you take your feet into your chest one at a time. Take a nice extended leg out. Maybe the other side. Maybe you have your straight-legged happy baby. Just rock and roll yourself until you are content. And then slowly find your way to your Shavasana. Good, finding your Shavasana. Take a nice big deep inhale in. And let it go. Let go of the class. Let go of your worries. One more deep inhale in. Let it go. Start to wiggle your toes. Wiggle your fingers. Maybe rolling out your wrists and your ankles. Start shifting your hips from side to side. You're rocking your head gently on the mat. Starting to wake your body back up. When you're ready, slowly roll over to your right side, relieving the pressure off of your heart, resting in that fetal position, and just linger for a moment. You still have nowhere to be for the last couple of seconds. Just enjoy peace. And when you're ready, start to slowly push your way up into that Sukhasana. A nice easy seat, whatever it looks like for you. For the last time in class today, grab love and light in the room and through Zoom and pull it down into your own heart center and bow your head in appreciation for yourself and for your practice. The light in me sees and honors the light in each and every one of you. Please enjoy the rest of your day, the rest of your week, and the rest of your life. Namaste.